Hey guys, so today I want to I want to express my thoughts about very personal, honestly, and about very triggering topic for me. It's needy people. Needy people, why they are keep pursuing you even after you already told them no. Why they are have no self-respect, no respect for you, which is actually the answer. Um, why they keep behaving like that? Why they are obsessively keep texting you from the other numbers even you already blocked them? Why are people who are stalkers keep, I don't know, pursuing you physically, like literally looking for your location and trying to meet you in places? It's absolutely crazy, and to me I feel, especially as a woman, it's really disgusting and it's really triggering, terrifying in a way. So first thing first, I think it's very important to say that I realize that every human being, it's like our responsibility to clearly say no. Because sometimes for you it's clear, and for other person is not clear. So it's like your responsibility to literally say no. Of course, if you're able to, if person actually still listening, or like behave normal to this point, or relationship still like normal, on a normal wave, on a respectful wave. Of course, if that person already crossed too far and already like super disrespectful to you, super triggering and very uncomfortable, then I think this is the moment to cut them off. Or if it's like physically dangerous for you, like I don't know, some person pursuing you on the street, then yeah, there is probably not gonna work out, or even can be dangerous for you. So, but it's your responsibility to protect your boundaries overly with the needy people or in any sort of conflict. But of course, it is, again, depends from the situation, from the level of relationship and stuff like that. But as soon as you have this ability, I know sometimes it's uncomfortable for us. We don't want to be rude, and overly, I sometimes feel even uncomfortable and kind of triggered and ashamed and a little bit even like angry that I even have to like discover this like way to say no to the person when I, for example, like started to ignoring the person, or just like showing with my attitude, with my energy, that I do not want to connect with this person at all. But I realize it's my responsibility in a very, very respectful manner, respectful as possible and clear as possible, to tell this person no. I don't want to be friends anymore. I don't want to connect anymore. Or even if they're just mad, I don't want to talk anymore or talk at all and stuff like that. Second, very important topic that's gonna be included in this video, to understand on a deep level of why it's happening like that, why one become needy and another person become even more avoidant. If you haven't read this book yet, I highly recommend you to read this book. I know probably everybody who sits on the internet or interested in psychology probably already heard about attachment styles, but this book, I even made a video on my YouTube channel about this book, kind of like short retelling of this book. This book is really helped me a lot and gave me a lot of perspective and understanding of my own feelings, of that other person, and overall it's very good not just for romantic relationships, but for understanding overall of feeling and behavior of other people. So basically, people are insecure or secure, and people who have insecure attachment styles, they go on a like 3 category. They either avoidance, anxious people, or anxious avoidant people. And basically, when two insecure person, avoidant and anxious meet, their attachment styles become activated. So basically, from the first connection, more likely avoidance feel that this person is kind of too much, too needy, because avoidance like more space, more freedom. They do not need to get a text every day. They do not need to meet consistently. They need more time to know this person to develop level of closeness with them. And for attachment people, they want more attention, they want more time together, they want to reach a deep level of closeness as soon as possible. That's why there is a conflict, because it's drastically different just level of overall intimacy and closeness that people are looking for, and comfortable with, because it doesn't matter with who I talk, with who I'm in relationships. Like, to me, if somebody are looking for to text me every day or call me every day, or I don't know, 5 times a day, or stuff like that, it's not normal for me. I personally believe it's overly not normal, but to me it's just uncomfortable, because I like a lot of freedom, I like a lot of space, and I like to feel independent. The most important factor is that which level and quality, I would say, of intimacy and closeness we already experienced in our life. It's really not that much connected to the age, even though it could be, of course, because person in their 20s and person in their 40s might be experienced very different, and more likely to experience very different level of intimacy and closeness already, right? So basically, something that for one person could be super meaningful, like their first very intimate experience, for other person it could be absolutely meaningless, absolutely nothing. Like, this is something that they already experienced like 20 years ago, and they're looking for deeper relationship, like deeper connection than that. They do not appreciate, your level of experience. Like, if you had no experience, 0 to no experience of intimacy, it could be your parents, of closeness, it could be your parents, it could be your family, it could be your relationship with friends, or your dating history, and the most important quality of this dating history. If you do not experience that for you, I don't know, every like intimate conversation, or every like, I don't know, like even like kiss or physical touch, or it could be mean everything, the world to you. So you become attached to this person. And for other person, it may be like nothing, literally nothing, because they are looking for even more deeper experiences in their life. Number 3, it's our vision. It's how we see this person, what we think about them, how much we like them, actually, if we like them at all. Because like somebody and very like somebody and be just respectful to this person, it's very, very different things. And if you are like somebody so much and other person just like, respectful but don't really like you, yes, this is a conflict, which is really important to understand and talk about. So also, I would say I include here, it depends from the situation in life you're in when you met this person, right? Because we have different timing in our life, and there is really good state, really good quote, which is right person, wrong time, right? Sometimes we meet right people, but it's just like wrong time for us, and we are not ready for these relationships of any kind. But this is all only a thoughts that can give you a perspective, to give you the understanding. But the real question is that, why the fuck would you want to be with somebody who do not like you, who do not want to be with you? Why? Whether it's on your work, whether it's your friendship, whether it's your love life, whether it's stranger on a street, why would you willingly to humiliate yourself disrespect yourself and to disrespect other person by, I don't know, pursuing on a street a stranger who clearly do not want to communicate with you. Why would you do that? Because lack of self-awareness, lack of respect, which is, by the way, the main topic of this video, whether you are a needy person or person who are dealing with the needy people, and simply a lack of education on that topic. Let me tell you my personal experience. Like half of the year ago, I was in a state of my life where I was like on a low, like horrible mood, really high level of dissatisfaction with my life. Where I felt very, very lonely. I felt just misguided, kind of. I felt that just basically was like on a low point of my life, on an emotional, mental spectrum. So I become desperate. And when I started to pursuing something, and when I got a rejection, you know what I did? As soon as I realized that this situation or this person do not want me, and it took me only like two meetings in like maybe few days, maybe a week. As soon as I realized that this doesn't matter, person or situation rejecting me, I removed myself. I blocked this person. I removed myself from that situation. You know why? Because I do not want to be where I don't feel needed, where I do not belong. Simply to say, I have respect for myself. Do not humiliate myself. Do not being needy. Do not like literally begging for someone's attention or someone's love or someone's acceptance. And also, I have respect for those people. I have respect for that person, because this person either verbally or with their actions telling me that they do not want me. You know, why would I be crossing constantly their like boundaries and trying to get to them? Why would I do that? I don't need that. This is not what I'm looking for, because my purpose in life to live my path. I don't want someone else's money. I don't want someone else's love, like love partner. I don't want someone else's man. I don't want someone else's job. I want my career path. I want my job, you know, like where I feel like I'm living my life. This is what I want to do. This is satisfy me. I want a money that I earn. I want a partner with who we love and obsessed with each other. Like, why would I pursue something that are clearly showing me or telling me or texting me, I'm sorry, I do not want you? This is highly disrespectful to myself and highly disrespectful to that situation or to that person. Why would I be begging and standing on my knees? When you behave like that, you're never ever going to help the situation. You're never ever going to help yourself, because you simply lack of respect, lack of awareness, lack of education, and basically you also become blind, which is like lack of self-awareness. You cannot see what other person see. It doesn't matter why this person or this situation, this opportunity do not choosing you. Like, you can simply do not fit for this role, okay? Could be the most amazing person on the planet, but you simply do not fit for that role. You are just simply don't see that do not fit for the role. And for example, see that do not fit for the role, but because you're desperate and blind, you do not see that. You know, and you have to trust a little bit. You have to trust yourself, your intuition, your feeling. You have to trust to that person too. If they don't want you, okay, I trust you. You don't want me, bye. I find another person who want me. I find another opportunity that want me. I'll tell you an example with my job. 2 years ago, I was like suffering. I was looking for a talent agency, and I reached out so many agencies. And I found an agency that basically I felt like this agency is super cool. And I felt that it fit my vibe. I felt I fit their vibe. And a lot of people, like kind of like my colleagues, friends, whatever, right, that they were signed with that agency, and I was like, I have to be with them. Like everything clear to me, I have to be with them. So I reached out to them overly 2 or 3 times. First time I reached out, I did not get any response. So I decided to try to find another key, which is actually what smart person do. If you want something, I'm not telling you with this video that you have to give up, but you have to act intelligent and with the respect and try to find another key. And I was basically asking my friend if he can like connect me with them, right? And he did, and we started email to each other with this agency, but something didn't work out, and I was like, whatever. And last time, after a while, I reached out to them to make sure if something didn't work out for a reason or by accident. And you know what? I realized for a reason, because they did not reply me. They did not reply to me, and I realized I don't need them. They don't want me. I don't need them. That's it. And later on, in like few more months, I found an agency. Even though we are broke up right now. For like, I removed from that agency, even though that agency that I found later was amazing. Like, I really respect those people, but I just looking for now a new agency, which is like more like acting and theatrical. But the thing is, like, I removed myself from that situation. I'm not gonna like looking for a number of the, I don't know, director, CEO. I'm not gonna like, I don't know, send 10, 20 emails and desperately think, oh, they just did not see that email. This is stupid. This is desperation. This is lack of respect for myself, and this is lack of respect for them. Like, why they have to deal with some crazy, obsessive person? Like, this is a lack of respect. So I have to say, which is very important, that I learned this skill naturally because I were like, as a child, I was growing up in a not really good environment, and a lot of my boundaries were deeply crossed. And now as an adult, I understand that a lot of my boundaries were just literally betrayed, crossed for so many times, for so many years, for such a long time, that I learned this skill. I learned this skill of protecting myself. Doesn't matter on which end I am. Am I a needy person in that situation? Which is like, do not make me needy. If you know where to stop, this is what the difference between you and needy person, right? Or whether I'm dealing with needy person. You know, I know where to stop. I know where to, because doesn't matter how much insecurities I have, doesn't matter how much it make me feel, I'm gonna cry and I'm gonna, oh, why, I take some moment, like now I'm not gonna do that way, but even I will be in a like lowest position in my life, where I just like feel low and a little bit like of just sad, right? Why this person don't want to be with me, or why this like person don't want to like work with me or have a friendship with me. I know where to stop. And again, because even all my insecurities, I have a respect. You know, again, the main topic of this video, doesn't matter who you are, respect for myself and respect for other people. I have to check my cards. So, how to stop humiliate yourself? How to stop being needy? I basically wrote down for me 3 ways. First way is education and self-awareness. Again, I understand for some people it's naturally, you were growing up in this environment, you have highly analytic mind, you went through experiences, but for most of us, we have to learn, we have to develop everything as a skill, we have to learn the habit, we have to practice it. So basically, watch this video, watch other videos, read certain books, meditate, journal, in order to be aware of your own feelings, your own thoughts. This is the only way you can be aware about feelings and thoughts of other person, literally. And the most important, develop the skill to realize that not only when you watch this video or read a book, but like consistently on a daily basis. You know, this quote, really famous quote, I don't know if I already said it in a video, but like, if you do not love yourself, you cannot love other person. You do not know how to do that. If you do not respect yourself deeply, you cannot respect other person. You do not literally know how to do that. Second thing, self-respect. I put it separately, but the thing is, education and awareness, this is the tool how to acquire self-respect. But basically the outcome of self-respect is that you simply, I'm not saying you're never gonna feel desperate. I'm not saying you're never gonna feel brokenhearted and rejected. You're never gonna feel like, I don't know, of course you will. This is life. Of course you will. But you're gonna look on that from absolutely different perspective, and you're gonna act differently. You're gonna behave different. You stop humiliating yourself. You will be basically just aware of other person's boundaries, and you will be able to build your own boundaries. Because when you meditate, when you go to psychotherapy, when you are journal, when you have a desire, you have a definite purpose in life, when you have a faith, which is also a skill, when you have a definite plan, when you're simply busy with important stuff in your life, when you're trying to achieve something and develop yourself as a person and to see an outcome, you have no time, you have no interest, you have, like, doesn't matter how desperate you get. Seriously, we have different moments in our life, depressive episodes, when do not feel like this is like best period on our life, when we feel desperate and stuff like that. But when you have those skills, again, you not become needy. You might feel needy. I feel needy, but I do not act needy. Because I have this respect, I have this awareness, I have this education. And again, I know that this way I'm not gonna get anything in this life. I only manifesting things. I only attract things with my action. I do not pursue aggressively things, because this is not the way that I ever gonna live my life and gonna get career that I want, income that I want, men that I want, girlfriends that I want. This is not the way. This is a way to go lower, more desperate, basically humiliate yourself, disrespect and betray yourself, and disrespect other people. Thing number three, I would say for me is very naturally too, because it's part of my character, but I think on a certain level, every human being should acquire this. It's basically honesty and directness, forwardness. Like, I would say, you can say it's kind of like, you can also describe it as a effective communication, but I should describe it as an honesty and directness, because communication is just honest monologue, right? Or between like 1, 2, or 3, or group of people. And honesty and directness is basically a skill that you should acquire first, to have an ability to honestly, directly ask yourself, what is the real reason I pursue that person or that opportunity? Is it really out of love? Because I want to just they're like love or attention, or I want to make this person happy or myself happy, or is something else? Is it like my insecurities, my projections? You have to have this ability to analyze yourself, your actions, and also analyze that person, like honestly. By honesty and directness, you can acquire also ability to ask questions without fear, and with the respect, again, this is really important, to other person, what do they want? Again, yourself, what do I want really? Because again, and also follow the answer, whether it's verbal, text answer, or it's silence. Trust yourself, trust that person, and follow that. If this person's silent, again, this is the answer. No is a full sentence. And what was I saying? And also, very important part right now. Maybe it's going to be even discovery for some people, even though I understand that, and I feel all the people who are, I don't know, okay, I don't want to say bad things, but all people should understand that. Seriously, be respectful, which is, I know a lot of people who are needy, they think that they're very empathetic, very kind, very respectful people. Why that person rejecting them? Why that person don't want to talk to them? But the real thing, the respect, is when you deeply care, not deeply, but okay, you care about other person's answer, and you care about how it's gonna make them feel. So if you asking things like, why you don't want to keep talk to me? Why do you want to keep relationships with me? Why do you want to spend time with me? Why don't you answer? This is disgusting to me. You humiliate yourself, you disrespect yourself, you disrespect other person, and you're gonna ask me, how is that I disrespect other person? Very simple, because you are basically make other person feel uncomfortable. You make them feel uncomfortable, you make them feel a civilian, this phrase, this quote from the internet, I do not mind being a villain in your story because you're a clown in mine. And this is very true. I respect other people, and even though they're rejecting me, and that's why I'm not gonna ask them uncomfortable questions. This is, nobody owes you an explanation. You have to decide and define for yourself how you are moving in this life and how you are choose to think, or you can maybe ask once, but again, if nobody answered to you, just stop. And again, clear example, how to ask respectfully. If you are asking, hey, do you want to grab ice cream later? And this person is like, yes, let's do this. This person want to continue with you any communication. If you say again, hey, do you want to grab ice cream later? And this person, no. This is no. This is the answer. You're not gonna become you're not gonna keep going, oh, maybe they're busy, maybe they don't want to. Person said no. And again, silence is also an answer. Silence is a no. I mean, everybody who over 18 should understand that. It's so wild to me. Or if you ask, hey, do you want ice cream? And this person no, sorry, I'm busy, but let's do this next week. This is how you know that this person probably want to continue a relationship with you, and after you can see later, is the person care about their promise or whatever or not, and also decide for yourself, do I need to keep communicate with them or no? But again, if you feel rejected already, why would you want to put yourself in a position where you have to pursue somebody? This is simply, again, this is not going to work out in any relationship or in any work environment, and it's not going to work out. It's just such a foundational thing. So this is not respectful to make somebody feel uncomfortable, to make somebody feel a civilian when the person have to sweating and explaining to you. Do you really feel great when you have to explain somebody, oh, I do not like you because you are that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to offend somebody. You don't want to hurt somebody. That's why people are ghosting you. That's why people are silent. That's why people do not reply. Not because they're bad people, because they actually do not want to hurt you. They don't want to say, I don't like you. I don't want to communicate with you anymore. You are that. Or any other reason. Maybe they don't like themselves. And again, think that not you are not the good fit. Maybe they think I'm not good fit for her or for him. It doesn't matter. What is matter is respect for yourself and respect for other person. This is what really matter. The person who want to keep communicate with you, trust me, they always will. The person who thinks that you are part of their family, that you are important to them, whether you in a work environment or whether it's like your friends and family or lover, the person who are think that you are worthy, who respect yourself, always will keep communication, always will explain and try not to save relationships. Because in the end of the day, this is what needy person trying to do. They trying to save relationships. Even though they are use toxic, childish, neglecting behavior by continuing an effort of keeping communication, even though other person, other situation clearly trying to send them signals that they do not want it anymore. I always was kind of a little bit even angry when I was thinking about I gave all the possible respectful signs that I do not interested in keeping this communication. Why this person keep neglecting me? Why this person I never ever would believe in my life they do not feel it or do not understand that. So they consciously trying to cross my boundaries, trying to make me feel uncomfortable. But what I realized that person who are lack of self-awareness, lack of self-respect, lack of education, they are basically in this desperate situations, they blind. They neglecting not only other person's feelings, they neglecting their own feelings, their own thoughts and understanding. That's why they keep going. Even like on another side, was an end. So if you have a thought, if you have a feeling that you are literally not needed, this is the sign for you to remove yourself from situation. Yes, you are allowed to ask questions, you are allowed to think about it, but just listen to me. Very respectfully, remove yourself from the situation. You do not need anything in this world that do not need you. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I really do hope this was really helpful to you. It was definitely helpful to me, and if you like this video, no pressure. I'm attracting your likes and your subscribers, and I attracting more views, because this is actually one of the videos that I really care about. Thank you, and have a good morning, good evening, and good night. Hey guys, so last thing that I want to add that I just remembered, for all the people who are highly triggered by needy people, or not necessarily by the needy people, by any other people who you feel crossed your boundaries, use it in your advantage and analyze. I would say self-examine yourself and analyze what is that triggered you so much, because there is a high possibility, not for 100%, but high possibility that this is a character trait or part of your personality that you do not accept in yourself. And this is very important and very helpful in your self-development. Thank you so much.